Welcome to my channel. Hi guys. Excuse the crooked screen. Um, what I want to clarify before I start my first story is that this is going to be a very slight brief review on four girls who went missing between the ages of 5 and 16. Two of them were found, and two of them are still missing. And so it would be the two older girls, 9 and 16, who were found transpired. The 9-year-old was found 15 years later, and the 16-year-old was found 4 days or 6 days later. So, uh, I just got a text message and I don't know how to answer it. So anyway, just to clarify, and I'm losing track of my thought. It's very distracting here. So just to clarify, because I tend to get muddled and confused in the beginning of the episode, so I had to kind of backtrack. And so anyway, I just wanted to clarify that because two of them, there were four girls. Two of them were found. Two of them are still missing. And we don't know if they're alive or what. So anyway, let's get into this, and I hope that you can take away something from this. If you can see any patterns emerging from these situations that I'm talking about, let me know in the comments, because I'm really picking and choosing. I don't know what's a pattern or what's just similar to something else. I guess I'm not good at that. Anyway, so let's get started. And so I actually bungled this up, guys. I said that I mentioned another little girl as being the first. I think I mentioned Peggy as being the first in these particular vanishings. But also, actually, there was another girl that she vanished from Germany in 1996. And so stay tuned, and I'm going to discuss her right away. Hi, everybody. So let's continue on to discuss the missing little girls. These are the little girls who have vanished and have never been found. No remains or any traces of anything have ever been found. And so there are approximately 4 little girls that I'm going to be speaking about, and I'm going to cut up these cases and give them to you individually. Like that, we can keep a clear and concise idea of each one of these cases. So, 16-year-old Carola Tietz vanished in Germany in 1996, and that's a long time ago. So, she vanished during a holiday. These cases all have a holiday thing to it. Many of them, not all of them. And so she vanished in July 1996. And she was vacationing. I believe she was vacationing in Germany somewhere with her parents. Yes, she was on holiday with her parents, and she went out to a disco one night. She went out to a nightclub, and it's not clear whether she was with friends or by herself. I'm not sure how this happened, but she met a mystery man there. And so, if it indeed was our prime suspect. He was quite young. So I'm not sure if it really was him. I have no information whatsoever on this man's mystery identity. And so all I have to go on was that he has never been located. And so Carola, she vanished. She vanished right after that, and she has never been found. Actually, I believe that her remains were found, and so what happened was she was found 4 days later, transpired. And so the police in Belgium reopened this cold case after the Maddie link to this prime suspect was established. A link, a possibility. And so he was investigated, and he emerged because he emerged as a suspect. So, guys, he was investigated for so many things, and for him to have done this as early as 1996, I wow. It's different from his other convicted cases, but still, we want to know, right? Anyway, her remains were not in good shape, which means they had been disturbed. I'm not going to go there. Okay, just to let you know. Um, I don't know if this is him. You know what I'm saying? It may not be his style. So, anyway, the public prosecutor said that they have to keep the file open um, related to this particular murder because it's unsolved, and maybe because the prime suspect was around that area during that time. See what I mean, guys? They're keeping their options open, but nothing has been positively linked to Carola's murder regarding the prime suspect. Not positively linked, and so of course they want the real and true perpetrator to be found, and not just somebody who could have done it or had the incentive or motive to do. They want it to be physically linked. They want it to be real. So anyway, that is about all that I have for you right now. And so that concludes our first look at Carola. And Carola is the oldest child of the group. I think she was too young to go to a nightclub by herself. And I remember, when I was in my early teens, I went to nightclubs, but my parents were with me. I was not the sort of person at that time who was even interested in nightclubs. Basically, my dad and my mom wanted to go, and so they thought it would be interesting to take me along. I, of course, enjoyed it, but when you're 13, 14 years old, you know, life is different. I wasn't really a very sociable early adolescent, so I was actually quite intimidated by that scene, and it just completely took me by surprise when I grew up over the years and took a new interest in going out to nightclubs. Um, Many, many years later, maybe 2 decades later. Can you imagine not developing an interest in nightclubs until you're in your 30s? That's weird. But that was me. And so, okay, this is it for our first discussion on the missing girls who vanished without a trace. This one was found. And so, thank you very much for listening and watching. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.